Anyways, I got a couple thoughts I've been thinking about. And there's a lot of people that are appalled, about the legal system in the United States and how unfair it is and the things that they do to try and trap you. And, to further prove that the United States is Babylon, Babylon, mystery Babylon from Revelations 18. That's what I'm referring to. It's a prophetic nation that is prophesied to be destroyed. Same with the daughter of Babylon that was prophesied from Jeremiah. Anyways, I can't even say the name of the legal system. People ask for Justice, but they don't understand what they're asking for. You're asking for a curse. The legal system is nothing more than a system built from a religion. And the Elohim that they make people swear upon when they get on the witness stand, or if you go before a judge and you solemnly swear to tell the truth, well, you're swearing to another Elohim, to a false deity. Justice is a false Elohim. It comes from a Greek deity. That woman with a blindfold that's holding the scales is a false deity, and that's who they serve. That's one of the deities that the United States serves. So when you're sitting here praying to this false deity, asking Elohim to give you Justice, well, he's giving it to you. Wickedness. You asked for it. Because nothing that Goyim, nothing that these people do is remotely righteous at all. There's always some kind of angle to it for their benefit, and they try to perceive it to be good, but it's not good. Nothing they do is good. It's all for their own benefits. So when you're asking for Justice, you're asking for a curse. And most people don't understand where that word was derived from. I say righteous ruling. That's the clean way to say it. Where did that word come from? Justice. Where did that word come from? It's a name. It's from a name. And that name is a false deity from a Roman deity, and I think goes back to Greece and all the way back to the original Babylon. Because all these false deities, can be rooted all the way back to the Nephilim and the fallen angels that fathered them. So, in the old world that was destroyed, these deities were in power at one point. Before they got killed in the flood, because they were wiped out. And some survived. And that's where all these false religions actually came from. So when you're asking for Justice, you're asking for a curse. Don't ask for that. Ask for righteous ruling. And what's kind of interesting is the last time I had to stand before a judge, I got this bullshit charge. And, I had this pleading written so damn good. So damn good. And, the cop was in the air. The cop didn't follow protocol of procedures. And, you know, I motioned for dismissal and I had to go in front of a judge. And I was in front of a bunch of people. The courthouse was full. And the judge tried to get me to swear to God. And basically what I did was I outsmarted him. And I asked the judge, swear to who? And the whole courtroom got quiet. And a bunch of people started laughing because I thought I was making a joke, or it was just so unheard of that anybody even questioned. It's like, this judge is trying to make me swear. But I told him, swear to who? And then, you know what the judge said? To nothing. And I said, okay. And that was the end of that, because I caught him. You see, the judge had no. What's he going to say? Who am I? You can't force me to swear to anything. The Messiah said, let your yeses be yeses and your noes be noes. Do not swear by anything in the Shamayim, on earth, or down below. And I didn't. I outsmarted the judge because, they try to get you to serve their deities. They're magicians. Same with lawyers. The entire legal system is nothing but a circus full of magicians. They play word magic. When you go in these courtrooms, you're not speaking English. You don't speak English. They have their own definitions for words to entrap you. That's why the judges wear the black robes, and and they do their little ceremonies and stuff like that. Yeah, it make you stand up. You're in a temple when you go to the American courthouses. They serve another Elohim, and and that's just basically what it is. I try to avoid them as much as possible, but guess what? The lost people, the lost descendants of Israel, we were prophesied, and exiled into Babylon, into all the nations. Babylon isn't in all the nations, but, Elohim says to flee, Mystery Babylon, so Mr. Yahuah does not speak to the Goyim. He's not telling the Goyim to flee Babylon. He's telling us because the people are there. We're in Babylon. And, someday we're going to get exodus. We're going to have an exodus and get out of here. If I can't afford to leave the United States right now, or I would. But this nation is corrupt to its core, and you'll never get any righteous ruling from these judges or from politicians or any of that stuff. They're all corrupt to the core. Anything that they do that's remotely any good is for their own benefit, and there's always a angle to it. They don't never do nothing out of their own good free will because they don't have a good free will. They're rotten to the core. When I think about all the thousands of people, maybe not thousands, there's maybe millions of people in jail, sitting in jail, on bullshit charges. The punishments don't fit the crimes. You could literally do 5 years in prison just for smacking somebody, and the DA will convict your ass and ruin 5 years of your life for a minuscule act. And what's going on with all these all this propaganda. They're trying to get people to get the jab, and the vaccine. So they're trying to coerce people into getting it. Now the federal government is trying to mandate all the employees get it. And then next thing you know, it's going to be going into the private sector. But, I will resist any kind of vaccine at all costs because I'm not going to be used as a guinea pig. And anyways, those are my thoughts about everything.